če imaš na isti dan resnan, ko recimo je božiček, ne, pol pač, da ne dobiš skup, da vidim, ne, veselo. Ok, razumem, zdaj, hvala. Hare Krišna.
Lanjana Shalakaya Tirvinandasya Vyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurue Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavade Vashyatya Dishatarine Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Balaram ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Sri Panchatattva ki jai, Sri Gaura Nitai ki jai, Ruvar ki Krishna Balaram ki Oh Premanande Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine
Say, Vanna Mala, Kore Jala, Shiva Sukha, Da Da Da, Viveka. Gadadadar Sivasari Gorvat Hare
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रदेशाचार्य अष्टदशी श्रीमती श्री भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टदशी श्रीमती भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ मुकुंद राधा कुंद गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय। शिवापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय। जगन्नाथपुरी जगन्नाथ स्वामी की जय। गंगा मई की जय। यमुना मई की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। हरि नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय। बृहमृदंग की जय। गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्री बालाराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। श्री बालाराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। श्री बालाराम पूर्णिमा महामहोत्सव की जय। समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय। All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Ki jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pralada Vada Daine.
Pralada Vada Daine.
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha.
Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha.
Shilatankana Kalaye.
Shilatankana Kalaye.
Tonim Simha Paraton Risiho.
Tonim Simha Paraton Risiho.
Yato Yato Yamitaton Risiha. Bahir Nisiho Hridayed Risiho.
Bahir Nisiho Hridayed
Madim Sharanam Prapade Kavakara Kavalavare Naka Mabdutashtinga Galita Hiranya Kashipu Tanu Bringa Kesavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jayo Nrisimhadev, 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 Jayo Nrisimhadev. Jayo Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jayo Prahlad Maharaj. Lakshmi Sela Bhagavan ki, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki.
Hare Krišna. Well, dobrodošli na Balarama Purnimi. Balarama Purnima ki jai. Torej Balaram tisti, ki predstavlja vso parafernalijo z vsem, kar lahko obožujemo Krišno. Balaram tisti, ki predstavlja našega guruja, ki nam daje moč, da premagamo tisto, kar najbolj rabimo v tem materialnem svetu, to, da končno se odločimo, da gremo drugam naprej. In še vse, in še marsikaj. Tako da ja, Balaram res, ki jai. Zdaj pa bomo nadaljevali z predavanjem. V gosteh imamo njegovo svetost Candramauli Swami, mogoče ga pozdravimo z enim glasnim Hari Bol. Candramauli Swami, welcome. Thank you that you are here. We are so happy. Mislim, da moramo biti glasnejši, da tole ni slišal, ne? Candramauli Swami ki, welcome. Ja, to je ena izmed tistih lastnosti Candramauli Swamija, njegove svetosti Candramauli Swamija, da je pač zelo skromen in vedno zadovoljen, hkrati pa tako ekstatičen, kar se duhovnih aktivnosti tiče in poln znanja. In zdaj nam bo zagotovo podelil tudi kaj lepega o Balaramu. Potem predvidoma 15 do 8 sledi še Daršan, zadnji Daršan z božanstvi in potem še prasadam. Tako da lep festival še naprej. Hare Krišna.
Om Gyantimirandasya Ganajana Salakaya Chaksu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimakte Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvasesa Sunyavadi Vastyatya Satarine Vancha kalpa tarubhischa kripa sindhu bhevacha titanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaho namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. So we're honoring Lord Balaram. And today is, not today, but last night and this morning I gave 2 classes on Balaram. So for those who are here, hope you don't mind I repeat a few things. for those who weren't here. So, Krishna and Balaram appears, Brajendra Nandanaye, Sachi Sutta Hoilo Se, Balaram Hoilo Nitai. Those two brothers who manifested themselves in Sri Vrindavan Dham, they came to the material world, as Krishna makes his statements in the Gita, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya, Glanir Bhavati Bharata Bhutanam Madharmasya, Tatatmaham Srujami Aham, Pavitranaya Sadunam Vinasanaya Chaduskritam, Dharma Samstarpanarthayam Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. So Krishna declares in the Bhagavad Gita why he comes to the material world. When there is a decline in religious principles significantly, and in a significant rise of irreligion, he comes to what? To eliminate the irreligious and to reestablish principles of Dharma, religion. But he also comes, and mostly he comes, to give pleasure to his devotees who are struggling in the material world to worship him. So he comes to energize their bhakti and give his personal association. And so those same two persons have reappeared as Gaur-Nitai, non-different. And in fact, it is mentioned that one who sees difference between Lord Balaram and Lord Nityananda is an atheist. They're the same person in two different forms, no different. And both have the same mission, to uplift the conditioned souls and to eliminate irreligion. But when Krishna and Balaram were here, they killed the demons. They didn't waste time. Just dispatched them to the abode of Yamaraj. But when Gaur-Nitai came, they saw the whole world was full of demons, so they couldn't kill everybody. So they had to make another plan. And therefore they wanted to purify the consciousness of the irreligious persons through the process of Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krišna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna and Balaram, we do a little bit of the tattva. There's no difference between the two. The only difference is their color. Krishna is like a black rain cloud, blackish rain cloud, and Balaram is like a whitish spring cloud. These are somewhat analogous to their colors, but not actually the actual understanding, because the color of the Supreme Lord is unique. It's not described with any colors of this world. It's transcendental and it's unique. But in order to give some understanding, the analogy is given between rain clouds and spring clouds, so we can get a little idea of their transcendental color. So Balaram, he manifests the material world by expanding into different forms of himself until he gets to Mahavishnu, and then Mahavishnu expands into Garbhodaya Vishnu, and then Kshirodaya Vishnu, and then the whole material world is put into place again after being, what we say, in a dormant condition for billions and billions of years. And then the living entities who are left off in their last sojourn in the material world, that's those who were engaged in materialistic activities when what we say, the cosmic creation ended in that particular cycle, because everything in this material world is temporary. The material energy is permanent, but the cycles of the material energy are temporary. So after so many billions of years, it's wound up in all of the living entities. Although they're not qualified to go back home, back to Godhead, they go into the body of Mahavishnu and stay there until the next creation comes, and then they begin where they left off in the last creation. So this is all orchestrated by Lord Balaram. He's called Sankarshana. And he likes to serve the Lord, although he is the Lord himself. He is sometimes known as Guru Tattva, that all of the spiritual masters who perform the service of uplifting the conditioned souls through their preaching are coming from the energy of Lord Balaram. So Balaram is Guru Tattva. And so he serves Krishna in different ways. Although he is the Supreme, he's in the mood of serving the Supreme. When the Supreme serves the Supreme, it is very difficult to understand because it says Ekala Isha Krishna Asabrita, that there is only one Supreme Personality of God and everyone else is their servant. But in the case of Balaram, who is non-different than Krishna, he becomes the servant of Krishna to assist Krishna in his pastimes in this material world, both in manifesting the creation and also to join Krishna in his home in Vrindavan. Vrindavan is a place in the spiritual world, but it manifests here when Krishna comes to the material world and he performs his pastimes here. And Balaram joins him, and they are cowherd boys. Krishna likes to serve cows. When you tell people God is a cowherd boy, they think you maybe had a little bit too much intoxication. But actually they don't understand, because God is beyond anyone's conception of understanding. But the scriptures give a clear understanding. Not only is he a cowherd boy, he loves cows more than he loves everything. Even Brahmins are second to Krishna's love for the cows. Krishna loves everyone equally, but he shows special attention and affection to the cows. So he's a cowherd boy. And he performs different services for Krishna in his different relationships, just like it's mentioned. There are 5 primary relations that one can adopt in relationship to Krishna. These are called our eternal way of serving Krishna. So each of us has a particular way to serve Krishna in the spiritual world. But we've lost that knowledge, and therefore when we come to the material world, the best we can do is learn how to serve in different ways. But those services, they're explained as being neutrality, that is appreciation without action. Just like sometimes you see the deity in the temple and you think, oh, how beautiful. And you take darshan. You're not doing any active service, but your mind and your heart is attracted to the deity and you're showing appreciation. You may even offer prayers. That's called neutrality. And then there's servitorship. Balaram, he appears as the older brother of Krishna. In previous incarnations, when he was present as Lakshman, Ram, because Ram is also the Supreme Lord, and Lakshman is also an incarnation of Balaram, who appears to assist Lord Ram in his pastimes. But Lakshman didn't like the idea of being the younger brother, because Ram was telling him the things to do and he didn't want to do it. Haribol. And when we understand by etiquette that the older brother can instruct the younger brother and the younger brother must obey. So therefore he was obeying, but he was saying, this is the last incarnation, I'm going to become the younger brother. Next time I'm going to be the older brother. So next the incarnation, of course, was Krishna Balaram in Vrindavan. And he became the older brother. That's why we celebrate now. Next week we'll be celebrating Krishna's appearance. They're not much difference in age. Their ages are eternal. Balaram is 15 years and so many months, and Krishna is 15 years and a little bit less. So they have what they're called their eternal transcendental age, which they appear anywhere, either in the spiritual world and the material world. So as a servitor, he assists Krishna in his different pastimes. In going back to neutrality ras, Balaram becomes the slippers of the Lord. Just like you see on the altar, there's the Lord's shoes. That's Balaram. Not just some symbol or some representative, it's actually incarnation of Balaram in the form of the Lord's slippers. The bedstead that the Lord sleeps in, that is also Balaram. The umbrella, sometimes you see there's an umbrella held over the head, that's also Balaram. He becomes the mridanga drum also. Therefore you should always take very good care of mridanga and not just leave it any place or put it in a corner. Always keep it nicely You always have that little round thing, you put it on like that, which is, you can do that, put the round thing on. That's the resting place of the mridanga. And we call it Balarama Mridanga. And then he sometimes becomes the arti paraphernalia of the Lord. When we worship the arti, that's also Balaram. And one more thing, the jewelry of the Lord. But some jewelry, yes, some jewelry, no. When Prabhupada started the movement, we were using, what we say, real jewelry, priceless jewelry. We were getting that kind of jewelry and we were offering and putting it on the deities, but guess what happened? People were stealing it. So Prabhupada stopped it and said, now we should get costume jewelry, fake jewelry. So some of the jewelry, not all of it, some of it is actually still real jewelry, but costume jewelry is not Balaram, because he's not artificial in any way. But see, these different aspects of how to serve the Lord is how Balaram enjoys serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in his Sakyaras, we mentioned he becomes the older brother of Krishna, and they play together. They play all kinds of games with their friends in Sri Vrindavan Dham. How many of you like to play or did play, and maybe once play, I think every kid did play, hide and seek? I mean, that's a very popular game everywhere in the world. I think every kid in practically anywhere in the world played hide and seek. So Krishna and Balaram like to play hide and seek. One time Radharani was playing with Krishna hide and seek. I'll switch over to Radharani for a minute. And so the game was that Radharani would have to hide her eyes and everyone would have to find Radharani would have to find the gopis and she would have to find Krishna. So the gopis are hiding, Krishna's hiding, Radharani comes out and she's looking this way and that way. But the problem is that the gopis have so much love for Radharani that when she gets close to them, they laugh. And then she catches them. So she catches all the gopis, at least the ones that were there. And now she wants to catch Krishna, but she can't find Krishna. And Krishna's not going to be caught. He doesn't like to lose. So when she gets close to Krishna, he switches positions, and she doesn't see that. And then she goes closer, and finally he's going far away, and she's thinking, where's that rascal? I have to find him. He's always doing some tricks. Okay. So then he goes into the mountains. Now he's really far away. So she was thinking, all right, I know how to catch him. Secret. She starts singing. And what does she sing? Hare Krišna, Hare Krišna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna freezes, he can't move. He's stuck, she's got him. She catches him, aha, I caught you. He said, you cheated. You cheated. And then she said, oh no, you just don't like to lose. So they play all kinds of games. Krishna and Balaram used to play games together. They would run and they would imitate the birds and they would flap their arms like birds, and then the cowherd boys would run after them. And then they would try to catch Krishna, who could catch Krishna first, and the one that would catch Krishna first, they'd say, I caught Krishna first, and the boy said, no, I did, no, and they would argue. So they would have fun playing all kinds of games. So Prabhupada said, when you go back to the spiritual world, there's no work, there's no politicians, there's no demons, no tax collectors, no mother-in-laws. There are mother-in-laws, but they're nice. Because family is there in the spiritual world also. And so the spiritual world is simply play, that's all. Because everyone wants to play, right? We work all week and then we think, the weekend, yeah, now the time to relax and have some fun. That's how people think. But in the spiritual world, there's no weekends or weekdays. Every day is a day of celebration because Krishna's there. And so they play all kinds of games. And this is one of their main activities. Now, in the mood of Vatsalya Ras, Balaram becomes the guardian of Krishna, because Krishna, when he goes out to play with his friends, he forgets about eating. He doesn't like to eat. Well, he likes, but he gets so involved with playing, his mothers call him, "Hey, Kanai, come! Your father is waiting for you. Come and eat. We have some nice food prepared by some of your best friends. And Radharani, she also cooked." Krishna doesn't hear anything. He wants to play. So then she calls Balaram. Balaram, go get him. So Balaram comes out and says, "Krishna, you have to come. Your mother's calling you." So he comes. He has to listen to Balaram. But then he eats fast and he goes out to play again. He would rather play. So he serves Krishna, excuse me, in the mood of an older brother who's caring for Krishna. Because Mother Yasoda is also worried. He's going to fall down. Some dog is going to chase him or bite him. Some cow is going to gore him with his horns. Something or some danger will happen to him. So she tells Balaram, take care of him. And Balaram watches him very closely. And then in the last rasa, which is the Madhurya rasa, excuse me, then Balaram becomes Ananga Manjari. He becomes a gopi. Just to serve Krishna in all of the different rasas. So Ananga Manjari is the younger sister of Radharani. And so he takes that part. And you don't hear, at least in scriptures, it's mentioned, but no details are given, of that relationship between Balaram and Krishna when Balaram takes the part of a gopi. That's very confidential, and so it's not so much written in the Shastras. But that's how Balaram serves the Lord in all of these different rasas. So each one of us has a particular rasa with Krishna in the spiritual world. And as you practice devotional service, as you purify your consciousness through the chanting of the holy name, and through associating and serving Vaishnavas, gradually you start to awaken your actual eternal nature. And that on the higher stages of bhakti, you understand who you are in the spiritual world, what is your service to Krishna, and then while you're still in the material world, you start to meditate on that, and you do your service in the material world as if you were in the spiritual world in the same mood. Of course, that's a higher stage of bhakti. It's called spontaneous or raganuga bhakti. So these things are fixed. Everyone has a fixed relationship with Krishna in the spiritual world. So Balaram, he loves to serve the Lord, although he is the Lord in different forms of the Lord. And he protects the Lord. They play, and sometimes demons come. Demons are always harassing, even today. So many demons. Prabhupada said the world's full of demons. And then he said, don't worry, Krishna will protect you as long as you chant Hare Krishna. The demons won't be able to influence you or even disturb you at all as long as you're chanting Hare Krishna. As soon as you forget to chant Hare Krishna, watch out. The world becomes dangerous. So yeah, it's a very dangerous place. And Balaram, he likes to serve Krishna in different ways. So they play. Sometimes the demons come. One time one demon came, and he took the form of a cowherd boy. This one particular cowherd boy wasn't there that day. He had to stay home to do some service for his mother, and that demon disguised himself exactly as that cowherd boy. And Krishna organized the game with his friends, and they were playing some competition, and the losers, they had two teams, Balaram and Krishna. And Balaram's team lost, and And no, Balaram's team won. Yeah, Balaram's team won and Krishna's team lost. So the boys on Krishna's team, now this demon, he took the side of Krishna. And so he was on the losing team. So the game was the losers would have to, the losers would have to carry the winners on their back. And that was the way they would celebrate winning. So this demon, he put Balaram on his back. And he was taking Balaram this way and that way. And Balaram was wondering, this cowherd boy looks kind of funny. He doesn't look like a cowherd boy. And he was wondering, who is this cowherd boy? And so then this cowherd boy, who was a demon, started going farther and farther away from the area they were playing. And then Balaram started to suspect, and he said, he's a demon. Punched him on the head, cracked his head open, Haribo. That was the last headache he ever had. And he was dead. So this demon, as is mentioned in the Shastras by the Acharyas, each of the demons represents some bad qualities. That even devotees may develop these qualities or characteristics. They're not qualities, they're what we call sinful types of activities. So Palambasura was the demon, and he represents illicit association with the opposite sex. Sometimes we see that. I was even explaining in my morning class, when I was in Chicago, I was, they used to call me the non-resident resident sannyasi. That means I was supposed to be there, but I was hardly ever there. But once in a while I was there. So there was this one guy, he was a devotee, supposedly. He would travel around from temple to temple looking for those girls he could hit on. So he would find some girl, and then he was very, charming, you might say. And then he would, violate this girl. And then he would run to the next temple after he got in trouble. So when he came to Chicago, I was aware of this rascal. So when he came, I said, "Get out." I said, "Palambasura, you're Palambasura. We don't want you here. So go someplace else, but don't do the same thing, because the word is out across the ISKCON news that you're running around and polluting all these ladies." So he eventually stopped, of course, after being punished a few times. So we see that this attachment to the opposite sex is strong. It's the Adi Ras. Our love for Krishna is so powerful that it's like a raging river in one direction. But when that love for Krishna is diverted towards the opposite sex, it becomes powerful also. I've seen many times that people get involved in relationships and they get so absorbed in it, they can't understand anything else. That's it. The attachment between men and women is so strong that even Krishna demonstrates it just to teach us how strong it is. Even Lord Shiva got attached to Mohini Murti. Subari Muni got attached to some fish who were having sex life underwater, and he was a powerful Muni, was meditating. He saw these two fish copulating. He fell down, and he got married. He married 50 wives. 50. They were all sisters in one particular family. So this attachment to the opposite sex is very strong. Of course, there's a legitimate attachment, and that's called married life. And that is authorized, and one can enter into that relationship for the sake of practicing Krishna consciousness and fulfilling that need for that type of relationship, but at the same time bringing Krishna conscious children into the world so they can have the opportunity to go back home, back to Godhead. That's the purpose of Grihastha life. And so that's authorized. But you see, most of the world today, and now that people don't even get married, right? They don't. They just live together. And they don't want to get married because they know we're going to break up anyway, so better not go through all of the legal problems. So that's what they do nowadays. And then they just go, hopping from one relationship to another. It's like that in the material world. The devotees don't really know what's going on out there. I don't either, but I get messages once in a while from different sources, so I could use it for my preaching. That's the only reason. And so, this is going on. So that Palambasura represents that attachment to the opposite sex in an illicit way, not in a natural, what we say, relationship, illicit way, simply for sense gratification, not for elevation in spiritual life. And so Balaram, he's Guru Tattva. So he killed that demon. Now, there's only 2 demons that we know of, actually 3, that Balaram killed. Why? Krishna killed most of the demons. And they all represented certain bad qualities. So if you practice Krishna consciousness properly, chanting the holy names, coming to the classes, discussing the philosophy, associating with devotees, taking only Krishna Prasadam, taking time to worship and honor the deities, then Krishna will destroy those demoniac qualities through the process of your devotional service. But 2 of these demons, Dhenukasura and Palambasura, you can't do that simply by practicing Krishna consciousness. You have to fight against these tendencies, especially Palambasura. So there's another demon, his name was Dhenukasura, powerful demon. He was an ass, a donkey. And he was in one area of Vrindavan called Talavan Forest. Now, that area was controlled by Kamsa. And he set up all of these asses to guard that area because he wanted that area for himself. And there were beautiful, beautiful trees called tal trees. They were very tall, and they had the most beautiful and juicy and tasty sweet fruits. And so, one day, the cowherd boys came to Krishna and Balaram and said, hey, these fruits in the Talavan forest are so nice. We want some. But we can't go there because they're guarded by these demons in the form of an ass. So Krishna and Balaram, you can do it. Let's go. So Krishna wants to satisfy his friends, so they go. And then Balaram's there. And Balaram walks into the forest, and he shakes a few trees, and some of the fruit falls down, and he starts eating it. And then this demon, Dhenuk, he's hearing, well, who's here? Who's coming to my forest? Who's that? So he comes running out and he sees Balaram. Balaram's eating the fruit. And so he gets angry. He runs at Balaram, kicks him in the chest. And Balaram, he doesn't want to interrupt his prasad. So he just pushes the demon away. And it's like a little fly, And so Dhenuk, now he's really angry. So he runs back a long distance in full speed. And he's running and running and running. And he hits Balaram in the chest. Balaram says, that's too much, all right. So he grabs him by his legs, and he turns and he swings. Throws him up in the tree. And he hits the tree, and the tree falls, and all the fruits fall out of the tree, and that tree falls on another tree, another tree, another tree, and all the trees are falling because of Balaram throwing the demon. The demon, when he was spinning him around, centrifugal death. He died because of what we call, he was dancing too fast by the mercy of Balaram. And now, he's dead, and the boys are taking fruits. But then, the demons, who are his associates, they came out and they start seeing Krishna and Balaram eating all the fruits with the cow. So they start charging. And then Krishna jumps into the action. And he starts knocking off these demons. And they're catching the demons by their legs, and they're throwing them up in the tree. And the demons are stuck in the tree. So the whole trees are full of demons. Different colors. It looked like a rainbow. That's as it's described. And then they had a nice party with all of these sweet fruits. So Dhenuk, He's a demon. He represents laziness. Anybody here lazy? We got a few people who are lazy. Somebody asked Prabhupada, Prabhupada, is laziness a demoniac quality? Prabhupada said, no, it's lower. Because the demons are not lazy. They're lower. Nobody likes a lazy person, right? Even in the material world, if you're lazy, they push you out, you're useless. And so he's lazy because he's an ass and he just sits around eating fruit all day. And then another aspect of his demoniac nature is that he represents knowledge that is useless. Knowledge that is useless. What is called it? Maya aparita gyan. There are people who are great collectors of material knowledge, but that it has no value. They know so many facts, so many figures, so many things, and they think themselves intelligent, but they're stuck in the material world suffering and struggling. Their knowledge is not what we say valuable because it can't stop their suffering in the material world. So he represents useless, big burdens of knowledge, because donkeys, they carry big weights on their back like that. So Balaram, again, he's the personality that devotees pray to get rid of this desire, this activity of, not activity, this non-activity of laziness. Sometimes we become lazy in Krishna consciousness. It's not that we're lazy, it's just sometimes we lose our enthusiasm, right? We think, boy, why should I work so hard? Why should I even do this? Why should I do that? But then we think, oh, well, Krishna will be happy, so I'll do it. Right? So sometimes even devotees fall into this lethargy, but it's actually praying to Balaram, and by his mercy, one becomes free from this laziness. Because laziness, Prabhupada tells a story about one kingdom. There was this one king, and he had these ministers, and people were coming to the ministers and saying, we can't work, we need some place to live, we want some food, can you take care of us? So they were coming, and so many people were coming. So the minister, he reported to the king what was happening. And the king said, all right, you build a house, a big, big house, and you invite anyone who is lazy can come and stay there, they can get free food. So the place filled up fast. And then the minister told the king, it's full. And the king said, all right, now set it on fire. So they set it on fire, and everybody ran out except two guys. One guy looks at his friend and says, it's getting warm in here. The other one said, yeah, just turn over on the other side, it's okay. And then the minister reported, and the king said, these persons are actually lazy, you can feed them. The point is, for one's personal interest, nobody's lazy. Nobody's lazy when it comes to personal interest. So this thing, so we can pray, and we can pray to Balaram for many things. He is called Balarama. Rama means pleasure, and Bala means strength. He enjoys using strength for Krishna, for his activities in devotional service. But he also gives strength. What kind of strength does he give? He gives you the strength of bhakti. He gives you the strength of bhakti. He's very kind. So by praying, especially today is a very auspicious day because it's the appearance of Lord Balaram. By praying to Lord Balaram on this day, we can gain great amounts of mercy, which will help us in our practice of Krishna consciousness. Because the whole process of Krishna consciousness is mercy. It's all about mercy. It's about becoming enthusiastic in our activities so we can attract the mercy of Krishna, attract the mercy of the spiritual master. By attracting the mercy of the spiritual master in our devotional service, we become successful in executing devotional service. And without the mercy, practically it's shrama eva hi kevalam. It becomes hard, it's very hard to do anything in Krishna consciousness. So devotees pray for the mercy. And Balarama is there to give spiritual strength, to give guidance. He's Guru Tattva. He manifests himself as the spiritual master for the devotee in the material world. He's non-different from the spiritual master, because all of the spiritual masters get their power from Lord Balaram. He is Guru Tattva. So we can pray to Lord Balaram. He's very kind. Now, again, as we were mentioned, Lord Balaram now manifests himself in this age as Nityananda. And he is more merciful than Balaram, although they're the same person. When Balaram and Krishna were here, when the demons were there, they killed the demons. When Jagai and Madhe were attacking on Lord Nityananda didn't take offense to them. And actually, he gave them their mercy. Of course, they begged for the mercy when Lord Chaitanya came and became angry when he saw what was happening to Lord Nityananda. And they were going to kill Lord Nityananda, but actually, Lord Chaitanya appeared, and then they became frightened because Lord Chaitanya came as a power personified. And he was ready to kill both of those brothers. But Jagai, not Madhai. Madhai was the one that actually caused harm to Nityananda. He fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and begged for forgiveness. And he said, it wasn't me, it was him. When demons get in trouble, they blame the other guy. Their friendship dissolves when there's difficulty. So this was... and then, of course, Lord Nityananda begged Lord Chaitanya we're here in this particular incarnation, not to kill the body, but to kill the demoniac mentality. And so forgiving them, that allowed them to actually become free from their sinful activities, and then they took shelter of Lord Nityananda and Chaitanya, and they became associates. And they were freed from all their sinful activities. So that's the mercy of Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. They're going everywhere and purifying the Jagais and Madhai. And Prabhupada said in Kali Yuga, so many Jagais and Madhais. They're everywhere. That's the nature of this age. And they take powerful positions within society, and they rule. I was just talking to Ananta Prabhu, he's not here, and he was telling me about the present political situation in Slovenia. Haribo. It sounded like two groups. One was Jagai's group and the other one was Madhai's group. I don't know anything about the politics in Slovenia, but I was listening anyway. It didn't sound like they had any interest for the people at hand. They were more interested in their own political power. And that's the way it is in Kali Yuga. People who are unqualified, who have no good qualities, somehow or other, they use whatever intelligence they have to get power, and then they use the power to fulfill their own selfish desires. So we can pray to Balaram. We can pray to Lord Nityananda, especially in this age. Nitai Pada Kamalam, Koti Chanda Sushitala, Ye Chayaya Jagat Judayai. That the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda is like cooling moons. But Koti means million. That millions of moons coming out all at once cools the heat of the difficulties that come by way of living in the age of Kali. So many problems. Kalir dosha nidhi rajan. Asti eko mahagun. So this age is full of difficulties. So, but Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, they're here. And simply by taking shelter of them, how do we do? Chant their holy names, that's all. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Srila Prabhupada mentions that's Maha Mantra. Although we chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the Panchatattva Mantra is also Maha Mantra, because it simply represents the Absolute Truth in 5 different features of the Absolute Truth. So it's non-different than the holy name. So when we chant Panchatattva Mantra, we're actually glorifying the Lord in His different features as the representatives of the Absolute Truth. So that's how we get the mercy of Lord Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya, simply by chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasari Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Of course, and we follow that with Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Prabhupada said, if you constantly glorify the Lord using these 2 mantras, your bhakti is perfect. Powerful. Chanting is powerful, especially these 2 particular mantras. And in this age, we hear how Lord Nityananda, he serves also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu just like Balaram serves Krishna, because they are the same persons in a different incarnation. Nityananda, there's so many pastimes with Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda is sometimes he's called transcendental madman. He'll do the most unbelievable things. Just like he'll be walking with Lord Chaitanya, and he'll be passing the river, and he'll see a crocodile in the river, and he'll jump in and chase after the crocodile. Because he wants to give that crocodile Krishna consciousness. He's very mercy. And then all the devotees will see, oh my God, Lord Nityananda is chasing after a crocodile, it's dangerous. And they'll say, Nitai, come back, come back, come back. He won't hear anything. And then Lord Chaitanya will say, Nitai, come back. And then he turns around. As soon as Lord Chaitanya calls him, it's a different result. So yeah, he'll do all kinds of things. Of course, he is always assisting Lord Chaitanya. Wherever Nityananda is dancing, Lord Chaitanya is personally present. Sometimes he's not personally visible. One time, Lord Chaitanya went to, of course not one time, after some time he went to Jagannath Puri and he stayed there. And Lord Nityananda, he told him, you stay in Navadvip and you preach in Navadvip. I'll be here in Jagannath Puri, and you could spread the Sankirtan movement there. But Nityananda had so much love for Lord Chaitanya that sometimes he would leave just to go see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Jagannath Puri. So one day he came, and they were happy, they were together. But then Lord Chaitanya said, hey Nitai, I'm here, and you should be there. Go back to Navadvip and spread the Sankirtan. Take all of your gopals, because Lord Chaitanya is in the mood of Madhurya Ras. He's Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna, Nahi Anya. He's Radharani's Bhav, but he's Krishna. Nityananda is a cowherd boy. He's Balaram. So they have different rasas. So he said, you take your gopals and go back to Navadvip, excuse me, and spread the Hare Krishna movement there through the chanting. So he gathered his associates, and they started to, head back to Navadvip. And so they were chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting and dancing and dancing and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting and more chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting. And then they got lost. They didn't know where they were. And they were thinking, which way to Navadvip? We're lost. Let's ask somebody. People say, oh, you have to go 6 miles that way, then you take the trail that leads you to Navadvip. So they changed directions. They went to the trail, And they start chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting and dancing and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting and dancing. Is there anything else to do? No, chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting. And so they got lost again. And then they thought, oh, we better ask somebody. So they asked somebody, hi, go 20 miles that way, you will see the Ganga. Follow the Ganga. Leads you to Navadvip. So they did. Finally, they got to the outskirts of Navadvip, and they stopped at the house of Raghava Pandit. Raghava Pandit came out, and he greeted Nityananda with his Sankirtan party, and he brought him a garland. And Nityananda said, you know, do you have some Kadamba flowers? And Braga said, Nitai, it's not the season for Kadamba flowers. There's none in my backyard now. He said, just go look, maybe you'll find some. So he goes back, and on the lemon tree, there was Kadamba flowers. He's surprised, so of course that's Nityananda's mercy. So he picks the flowers, makes a nice garland, puts it on Lord Nityananda, he's happy. Then everybody starts smelling Damanaka flowers. Now Damanaka flowers grows only in the area of Puri. And then Lord Chaitanya would always wear a Damanaka garland. So everybody's thinking, wow, Lord Chaitanya was here. He was, but no one could see him except Nityananda and a few of the confidential associates. Because wherever Lord Nityananda is doing kirtan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is present. So they began kirtan again. And they were chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting. And they really got into it. And they chanted and danced for 3 months straight. 3 months. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat. You can read it. I'm not making this up. And they were mad. They were so mad with the holy name, they were running up the side of the tree, running out to the branches and dancing on the twigs. And the twigs weren't breaking. And some of them were saying, I am Angala, the monkey soldier! And they would dive off. And they were just having so much fun and chanting and dancing and dancing and chanting and chanting. It went on for 3 months. Sometimes they would grab these small trees and pull them out of the ground and dance with the trees. And the kirtan was so powerful, it spread to the areas of the other villages, and some of the kids from the villages, they joined. And they started to dance and chant. And they danced for a month. And they were pulling out trees. Small trees, but trees anyway. And they were dancing and chanting and chanting. And this went on for 3 months. I guess after 3 months they decided to take some prasad. Because that's all you do. Chant, dance, and eat, right? And Prabhupada said one time, our movement is simply chanting, dancing, and feasting. But Prabhupada, we have to chanting, dancing, and feasting. That's all. But Prabhupada, chanting, dancing, and feasting. That's all. Now, is Prabhupada exaggerating? Is he playing tricks on us? If you just keep chanting and dancing and feasting, you'll see everything will get done. 24 hours, just keep going. You'll see so many people will come, and then you can tell them, we need this done, we need this done, and we'll keep chanting and dancing. When you get tired, you can come and join us also. So yeah, this is our whole movement, really. Lord Chaitanya's movement is just Harinam Sankirtan and taking Krishna Prasad, which is coming up pretty soon, so don't worry. And so now Lord Nityananda, he takes his Gopals, he goes now to Navadvip. Now he likes to wear very nice, what we say, jewelry and nice ornaments. So one person came and gave him so many necklaces and nice beautiful earrings, and he had a helmet, and he had ankle bells and wrist bells and so many things. And he's very decked out, and he's chanting and dancing in the street. And one dacoit, he was the head of the dacoits, he was thinking, wow, look at that. He calls his friends, the other dacoits, we can retire. Well, this will be our last job. Do you see all that? That's enough to keep us happy for the rest of our whole existence. So he made a plan. Now, Lord Nityananda was staying at the house of Jagadish Pandit. He would go there in the evening with his devotees, and they would talk and have kirtan there. But during the day, they would spread the kirtan in Navadvip. So one night, they were waiting, and Lord Nityananda went with his friends, and they were all ready to attack. And each of them had 5 different weapons. They were all going to attack Lord Nityananda and steal his jewelry. But what happened was, they were waiting and waiting for the right time. But what happened is, Mitra Devi jumped in, and they all got sleepy. And one by one, they all fell asleep. And then the next morning, they hear the rooster waking everybody up. And they look around, it's daytime. What happened? I don't know, you fell asleep, it was your fault. No, you were supposed to stay. And they start fighting. And the head of the dacoit said, we didn't worship Chandi Devi. She's not pleased with us. So let's go worship Chandi, and she's an expansion of Durga Devi. And then she'll give us the blessings, and then we'll be successful. So that next day, and for a few days later, they worshiped Chandi. They came back. Lord Nityananda is still there. So now they're ready for the second attempt. So now they will go to the house, but then it's evening time, and they notice there's these big, giant sentries, big guards, and they got these huge swords, and they're walking around the house chanting and chanting. And the dacoits think, oh, the king must be coming with his soldiers, so it's not a good time. So they went back. So now they waited another time, and then they came again. And this time the soldiers were gone. So now they were all ready to attack. And they're all ready, and they all have their positions. And then they were waiting for the right time, but it was getting darker and darker and darker. Pretty soon it was so dark, nobody could see anything. And then it started to rain. And it really rained. It was not raining, it was pouring these, hailstones, ice balls. And they were hitting the demons, and they were not getting knocked out. And they were just suffering. It was freezing. And they were just, howling. They were running this way and that way. One of them ran into a ditch with some maggots in there, and he was getting bitten by the maggots. Another one fell into a thorn bush, and he got stuck. Another one fell into a canal and broke his leg. And then all of a sudden, this was going on, and it was still rain. Indra was angry because Indra orchestrated this rainstorm. And then the head of the demon, he was a Brahmin, but head of the dacoits, he was a Brahmin. Now he's thinking, this Nityananda must be God. He must be the Supreme Lord. Otherwise, how is it possible? And then as soon as he thought like that, everything changed. The rain stopped, and of course the dacoits were all kind of battered up from the rain. They were all broken down. So then, the next night, that same leader of the dacoit, he wanted to go and fall at the feet of Lord Nityananda and apologize. So he did. He came, and he knocked on the door. And when he came in, everyone recognized, oh, he's a dacoit. But Lord Nityananda could understand his mind. So he came and he fell at the feet of Lord Nityananda. He grabbed Lord Nityananda's feet, and he started crying, really crying in sorrow that he was thinking of hurting Lord Nityananda. And he's begging forgiveness and crying. Lord Nityananda simply is rubbing his head like his own son, saying, no problem, it's okay. And then after some time, he sits up, and Lord Nityananda forgives him. And he offers beautiful prayers to Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda said, why do I have a service for you? You are the head of the dacoits. You should make all of the other dacoits into devotees. That's your service. And he did it, because he had such influence amongst the other dacoits. So he changed all of these dacoits and became devotees. Just like Prabhupada said, I crossed the ocean, just like Ram crossed the ocean, and with the help of so many monkeys, And then I came to the America and I found some monkeys. And then I came back and we took Sita back from Ravana. So Prabhupada saw us as his monkeys. That was us. Because we couldn't do anything except listen to Prabhupada. As long as we listened to Prabhupada, we were successful. And so, yeah, in the same way, Lord Nityananda is always thinking how to spread Krishna conscious mercy everywhere. So this is, Lord Nityananda, of course, is none different than Balaram. Of course, we honor Lord Nityananda in February every year on his appearance day. But he still is also Balaram, so we can also think of Nityananda on this day also, along with Lord Balaram. Both of them are the same personality in two different forms. And the mercy they give us is the power to execute devotional service. They help to clear the path of all difficulties, give us enthusiasm in Krishna consciousness. We have to pray for it. Prayer is very powerful. And when you sincerely pray, so many miracles will happen. Prayer is like the direct mercy that you can receive approaching Krishna in a very, what we say, humble way. My dear Lord, I want to serve you, but I'm so unqualified. Please give me your mercy. And then, in due course of time, Krishna makes all the arrangements. He empowers that devotee who sincerely wants to serve him. And it's by his mercy the devotee becomes successful. That's Krishna. Krishna gives us everything we need to serve him. And he's providing whatever we need, and at the same time, he gives the devotee the credit. The devotee does the service, Krishna provides everything, devotee gets the credit, and Krishna glorifies the devotee. Oh, you're such a nice devotee. So that's Lord Chaitanya, that's Lord Nityananda. They're very merciful. Parama Karuna, Bahudui Jani, Nitai Gora Chanda, Sabaya Bhattara, Sarosiromani, Kevalai Ananda Kanda. Yeah. So we should pray to Lord Balaram on this day, find opportunities to glorify Balaram. This is a beautiful book I came across. It's by Bhakti Purushottam Swami Maharaj from Mayapur. It's called Balaram. Maybe you haven't seen this book, but it's available at his website. It's simply all about Balaram. Oops. It mentions his tattva, his pastimes, his glories, and his worship, and it has so many of the pastimes of Balaram there, along with prayers, and his pastimes in different places in Vrindavan, in Dwarka, in Mathura. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. If you read at the beginning, Bhakti Purushottam Maharaj said, it took me years to come across all of this knowledge, and finally now it's in the form of a book. It's a beautiful book. So it's available through his website, and of course sometimes Maharaj does travel. He travels in the Western world, and he comes to Europe sometimes also, and he always carries his books with him. It's a beautiful book, and everything you want to know about Balaram is in there. Okay, so it's time for Prashad. 8 o'clock is the actual cutoff time, and we want the devotees to have enough time to take Prashad, so before it gets too late. So thank you very much for coming tonight and chanting and dancing and glorifying Lord Balaram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Premanande Hari Hari, Krishna Balaram ki jai.
Hare Krišna, thank you. So, yeah. Torej, čas za Daršan, še poslednji dar.
You're from Vrindavan, right?
No, I'm
Delhi. the instructions of the spiritual master, and that opens up the door to Krishna's mercy, because the spiritual master is the mercy manifestation of Krishna. So if we take shelter and hear and accept the instructions, that's the guidance we need to execute our devotional service. But basically, things are pretty much available. Chant the holy names, associate with devotees and find opportunities to serve, read the books, take Krishna Prasadam, no outside food, only Krishna Prasadam. Come to the temple and worship the Lord. These are the basic things, but if you, under the guise of the spiritual master, you can always ask, what else can I do? I have one more Your name?
Maharani Devidasi.
Saying Hare Krišna mantra, they help you to level. Then you said there are two things that you have to do on efforts on top of Hare Krišna mantra. So you were giving one example of Pralambasura, the tendency that Pralambasura represents. So I have been like listening all the time, like, and this is true. Like Hare Krišna Mahamantra is so powerful; it takes care of everything. So when you said like these two separate things, so how do I understand this thing?
We have to chant without offense, though. Not just chant free from offenses. Then you get the mercy of God. But the best way is to serve Vaishnava.
Yeah.
Taking service of the Vaishnava energizes your chanting and purifies it also. Look for opportunities to serve the devotees.
I had the opportunity to live with the devotees for like 20 years.
That's yours? That's yours?
Yeah. Jai Jai.
That's nice, huh?
She learned now how to say Gauranga Nityananda. She's saying all the words. Thank you so much.
Should I make pasta for tomorrow?
Yeah, I won't be able to take it until lunchtime, but if you just make it up, carry it.
Because if you don't eat it right away, then it gets like it sticks together.
Make something that'll last a little bit longer than sandwiches. You can make chapatis and use a chapati and put some ingredients inside, make a roll.
Oh yes, I was thinking the same.
Wraps.
Yeah, I have some cheese and things, and then I can put in
cheese. You can use what they call it, avocado, tomato, or sometimes a little bit of cucumber, like that.
You don't want like I usually do like with paneer and vegetables, and then I put cheese inside, and then.
Okay, whatever way you do it, that's fine.
said that there's some harima. We're going to Mahananda's place. And I wanted to ask you if it's okay that I go.
I'm not going.
No, I know, but is it okay that I go, or really I want me to stay?
You want to go to the
Yeah.
Hare Krišna, tako sedaj je pa na vrsti še prasadam. Mogoče samo še povabilo, njegova svetost Candramauli Swami ima jutri zjutraj ob 8 predavanje, če kdo želi, dobrodošel. Bomo kar še skupaj zapeli, molitev pred uživanjem pač prasadama. Kar skupaj. Sharira vidya yata hai kal Bhagavad Prasadam ki jai. Hvala in dober tek. Hare Krišna.
I put the same in front of juice we made ourselves. It's okay.